Hello, welcome back. I've got a question for you. When do you go for a price reduction on a listing? What's your personal policy? What's your personal recommendation or the office recommendation? Is everybody unified in the office of when they go for a price reduction? Has everybody set conditions at the listing interview like we should? So the seller has expectations. If these conditions occur, no showings, lots of showings, certain days, that's what's going to trigger the need to come back and have a market review. And again, our objective is when we have any kind of market review regarding price, my recommendation, and you might kick back on this one, is say we go face to face whenever it's necessary, especially for a large price reduction. We don't try to get it over the phone. And now you might be effective at that, but we're looking at 7 to 15 days as a condition. Twice a month, every month, 2 price reductions. However, if you didn't set expectations because your listing presentation was all about marketing and did not take time to set expectations with the seller as to what the conditions are, you've actually built in obstacles and objections yourself. The agent is responsible for the obstacles and objections. And they introduce these by failing at the listing interview to take the time to set the expectations that if these market reactions to your property occur, an increase of inventory, a tremendous amount of expired listings coming out of your corridor in your price point, to look at these indicators in the marketplace to say, seller, if this happens, we have no showings in the first 7 days, we're confident we're overpriced. But good news, we know we didn't underprice the property. It's a very important thing to be able to say to a seller. Good news, we didn't underprice it. So what are the conditions that you have to tell a seller when you're going to drop the price? And what is the whole office? Is the office unified with this, that everybody does the same thing? Because what's the difference? They're all listings, they're overpriced part-time jobs that we won't get paid on. It has a low probability to zero probability of getting paid on a property. That should be at 400, it's at 450. We're talking zero probability unless we're looking for a fool of a buyer to overpay for a property and hope it will appraise. We know we have low probabilities, and most inventories are full of low probability listings. Why are they that way? Because the agent failed to communicate what the expectations were of how to obtain and when the price reduction should occur. So as we unpack again the series, when do you go for a price reduction? What is your personal, again, policy when you go for it? I'm going to recommend it's 7 to 15 days that you set the expectation of the listing interview. If we have no showings at all, it's not my fault. It's the market feedback to your property. And another thing is, if we go, let's say, 10 to 15 days, and we've had almost a showing a day, essentially buyers have voted with their feet. They basically said, we come in the property, and with these incredible interest rates, we walk back out. All these people keep passing on your property. Essentially, it's one of two things that a seller has to understand. If buyers vote with their feet and pass on the property, and straight commission real estate agents pass on the property in this economy with those low interest rates, it's one of two things, seller. It's either a conspiracy to get you, or your price doesn't match the features that are missing in your property, based on the market that we're in. I probably said that 1,000 times to home sellers, and that is, again, it's either a conspiracy to get you, or the price doesn't match the features that we're missing. If you had more features, we'd be priced right. And the market feedback is essentially saying, add more features or reduce your price. We set those expectations at the listing interview that it's a conspiracy or it's about features. The seller will get perspective on this, and you have other market indicators. We'll cover more in other videos, but other indicators that clearly set up for the seller, I know I'm overpriced. We've got to do it at the initial interview. All right, thanks for watching.